21 1206 AM, the future of AM radio. You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
At ngayon naman kasama natin dito sa studio ang isang dayuhang mag-isang sinusubaybayan ng mga kagandahan at lawak ng ating bansa. Mag-isa sa kanyang motorsiklo. Good morning, Lucy Lou, and welcome to Hardball.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me.
All right. Now, tell us a bit about this current adventure that you're on. What made you decide to drive across the Philippines?
I was insecure for about 1 year.
Okay.
And I got a little bit bored because I actually need adventure in my life. So I decided to just go around with my motorcycle.
Okay. Where did you decide to start?
Insecure.
In Siquijor. And then did you go to Mindanao first?
No, I went to Dumaguete, did Negros Oriental and Occidental. Then I went to Panay, Mindoro, and now I'm here in Luzon.
Okay. Have you done this before?
Actually never, no.
Okay. So what possessed you to to do something like this?
I started to travel when I was 17 years old.
Okay.
So I was doing backpacking, I was working abroad, so I decided to do something else. And in the Philippines, I bought a classic motorcycle, and I thought, why not going around with a motorcycle?
Okay. Do you plan where you're going to go on a day-to-day basis?
I plan it day by day.
Okay. So you don't know where you're going to end up?
No, not at all.
But what about your safety? Aren't you worried that, since you're by yourself, you're female and so on and so forth, like something might happen to you? I mean, not everywhere you go is safe.
I know, but no, I'm not worried at all. I met so many nice Filipinos. I didn't had any bad experience. So, no, I'm actually not worried. I just hear stories that it can be dangerous, but I never heard a story that something actually happened to a person anybody knows.
Oh, okay. What about your day-to-day activities? Aside from riding, obviously you have your clothes with you. Where do you sleep?
Mostly in a tent. I do camping, but it depends. If I have to charge my things like my GoPro and everything, then I end up in a hotel or a hostel.
How do you decide when and where you're going to stop?
Spontaneously and with my feeling.
Oh wow! Well, that's what are the things that surprised you about the Philippines?
The hospitality. Really, everybody is so friendly. They invite you for food. They want to talk with you. They want to know everything about you, and they're just friendly all the time.
And everybody speaks English too.
And everybody speaks English, yeah.
What are some of the things that amazed you about where you've been? What are some of the most beautiful? Because you've been to a lot of places where even homegrown Filipinos have never been to. So what are some of the most amazing places you'd recommend for us to see in our own country?
I think Panay surprised me the most.
Okay.
That was the most beautiful island so far for me because it has like mountains, it has beaches, it has everything you wish for actually. And I did the road going from Bukhari to San Jose up in the mountains, and wow, that was absolutely stunning driving this road.
Okay. What happens, let's say your motorcycle breaks down, what do you do?
First I stop.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, and then I figure out what to do. Like if it's a little thing, I just pass by a motorcycle shop and then fix it. But for example, I didn't post it yet, but when I was in Batangas, my battery exploded.
Oh my gosh.
So you just have to find a solution. Don't panic, and because everything will turn out good at the end. So you just calm down. I know a little bit how to fix it myself. Not everything, but it's not that difficult because in the Philippines there is a workshop like every 500 meters.
That's true. Millions of motorcycles everywhere. Where does that attitude of yours come from? It's like, you let everything flow. You don't worry about anything. Where did you get that attitude?
I don't really know. I think it's the experience of traveling because at some point if you plan a lot, it doesn't work out. So you just have to be spontaneous and don't freak out if something is happening.
That's true. You can always get upset later if you need to.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you sustain yourself? How do you support yourself?
I'm actually living from savings right now
Okay.
because I sold my wooden cabin back home in Austria. So, yeah, that's it. As soon as I run out of money, I have to figure out what to do next.
Okay. How long have you been here in Asia, in this part of the world?
On and off, like the first travel to Asia was in 2017,
Okay.
and then I kept coming back.
Why?
I mean, I don't know, everything is nice. You have beautiful beaches, you have like everything you actually need, and the weather is amazing. It's not cold like in Austria.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in fact, for some of us, it's too hot. In fact, some schools don't have class today because the heat index is 40 degrees, I think. So,
It's a lot.
you know, well, lucky you. You know, it's not yet rainy season. That's going to be very challenging.
Yeah.
What are some of the toughest places you've been to get around?
I think it was Negros Occidental
The
because
roads?
the road was challenging. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want it to go that off-road because I have a Rusi Classic. Like, it's
Yeah.
not meant to drive off-road. But I ended up in a really bad off-road road, and I had to turn after 5 kilometers because I thought I can never do it.
Do you have a list of places that you want to see on this trip, or you just go where it takes you?
Yeah, I actually have dots on my map where I want to go because people recommend me places all the time.
Okay.
So I just save it and then I decide if I want to go there or not.
Okay, what's next for your adventures?
Next will be Rizal now.
Okay, well, you're quite near.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go through Marikina, this part of the eastern Metro Manila, and
Right.
then after that you go north.
After that, I go north, passing Sagada, going all the way up to, I forgot the name, I'm really not good in names.
Baguio probably,
Yes.
and then
And
Ilocos.
Yeah.
Oh,
and-
you're going to see a lot of great beaches also along the way.
Yeah.
How do you keep from gaining weight? Because everybody's, we always feed our visitors.
I don't know, good genes,
Yeah,
I guess.
we all wish we had those. And what do you get out of this experience? I mean, everybody wants to travel, but nobody programs their life around traveling like what you're doing. Why do you do it? What do you enjoy about traveling?
I think I enjoy the most that I grow a lot. Like, you learn a lot in every different country. You just learn a lot. You just have to be open for everything, and you get more resilient. You can deal with problems better. Like, if shit comes to you,
Okay.
you can deal with it at some point. I think that's the reason I travel around.
Okay. How has it changed you or your view of life as a person?
Wow, that's a tough question because it changed a lot. I mean, if I would sit in Austria right now, I would do a 9 to 5 job.
Ew.
Yeah. I wouldn't be the same person because you don't see things. You would never imagine how it changes you in a way. Like how you organize things, how you speak to people, like basic things. It just changes the way you are. For me, in a better way.
Okay. How about souvenirs? I mean, obviously you're only on a motorcycle, so you can't really keep anything except the experience. Don't you get tempted to buy souvenirs?
No, not at all. I have to tell you, I'm a minimalist.
Okay.
I don't use a lot of things, and I actually have a collection of keychains
Okay.
because it's little of every country, but that's it. I don't buy anything.
So aside from the Philippines, where else have you traveled to?
Wow. South America, Central America, Europe, Africa. A lot of places, actually. I think the next country will be number 50.
Oh my goodness. And where will that be?
Probably Australia.
Okay. Okay. Not that many Filipinos there because it's so spread out, But in the Philippines, what is it that you enjoy the most about? I mean, aside from nature, obviously, what is it that you enjoy the most here in the Philippines?
The people. Definitely the people and their kindness. I didn't experience that a lot in my life. Like, Filipino kindness is different. Different to any other country.
Do they still drink a lot of San Miguel beer pale Pilsen in the provinces?
Yeah, and a lot of tanduay.
And a lot of tanduay. Yeah, easy to get drunk. What else do you do? I mean, do you stop to journal? Do you meditate? What else do you do on the road?
I journal. I have a diary, and it's actually nice because it's like a guest book as well. Everybody can write in if they want to. And honestly, I have to tell you that it's like 50% sitting in front of the laptop and editing videos.
Oh, okay.
And that's a really boring part, but it's part of it.
Okay. What's the reaction of people to the things that you post? Because I even saw one of your posts on 3 ways to get on a motorcycle and all these other things. And you know, you make the Philippines look so amazing. What do people say about these things?
They're amazed. They're really amazed. Like the local people here, they don't travel a lot, most of them, so it's nice for them to see that places. And it's nice for me as well to inspire them to go around and explore these places. And most of the comments actually are warning me that it's super dangerous to camp alone as a woman.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess I just have to figure out on my own.
Okay. How about favorite food? What have you chosen to like here in the Philippines?
Honestly, it's mongo beans.
Really?
Mongo
Oh my
stew,
gosh.
yeah, with rice. I absolutely love it.
Well, you really can't find that anywhere else, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And that's one thing that children don't like
Really?
in the Philippines.
Wow, I cannot
Because
understand
it has
that.
that rough, sandy texture when you're eating it. All right. When will you have completed your trip? Do you have a target date and where your final place will be? Where's the finish line for you?
The finish line will be Mindanao and Siquijor at the end.
Okay.
And I think I will be done with the loop end of August, maybe beginning of September.
How did you program this? You just basically point yourself in one direction and that's it, or you have some cities as checkpoints?
No, exactly. I point one direction and I go there. And I actually try to avoid cities. I'm not a huge fan of cities.
Yeah, me too.
So probably I stay there maybe one night and then I leave again.
Okay. When you get north, how do you get back to Mindanao?
On the east side. Like I'm
Okay.
going all the way down to Mount Mayon later and then
Okay.
to Surigao. And
You know the country better than
Mindanao.
most of us do. And when this trip is done, what are you going to do after that?
I think I will run out of money soon, so I will do a work and travel in Australia
Okay.
and try to gain some money so I can do it again somewhere else.
When you're on the road, what kind of work are we talking about?
What kind of work?
Yeah, let's say you're on the road, you need money. What do you do?
Actually, I'm editing videos right now.
Oh, okay.
So that's my free work I'm doing right now, but I'm not gaining anything.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You're going to get a lot of followers. Where do you generally post your videos?
On YouTube.
Okay. So how can we find your videos?
My channel is called Lucydopolis.
Okay. And that's everywhere, Instagram, Facebook, also, and YouTube.
Yeah, and TikTok.
Okay. What does your family say about this
Well,
thing that you're doing?
My mom is super proud.
Oh, really? Okay. Not worried?
No, not worried at all. Because she knows me. She knows that I travel for a long time. And I decided one time to take her with me to do
Okay.
like backpacking,
Oh my God.
sleeping in dorms, like my way. And since then, she's not afraid anymore because she saw how I travel. So she told me that I'm strong enough to deal with everything.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing your experience with us, and thank you for getting to know our country and showing the world that it's a safe and beautiful place to be.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for the invitation.
And keep us posted on where you end up and where you go next.
Of course.
All right. Thank you very much. Mga kaibigan, si Lucy Lu na dayuhang binabagtas ang ating buong bansa. Magpapatuloy ang ating programang
Hardball with Bill Velasco.
There you go. Painless. That was fun.